Poker Flats is just off the old Steese Highway and around the corner from the Chattanooga Lodge. Yet both the range managers, Kathy Rich and Robert Valdez, say many people don't realize what they actually do there.
It's kind of surprising. There's a lot of people that have been born and raised in Fairbanks. They haven't got a clue that we exist.
A lot of people, I guess, have misconceptions that we're harboring UFOs or aliens. We don't do any of that. It's all research, all science out here, and out here it's actually rocket science.
Poker Flats was developed in the 1960s, but every year new scientists come and reinvigorate the field. They launch rockets into the upper levels of the atmosphere to study the auroras. However, they don't send rockets into orbit. Instead, they shoot them through the sky like a bow and arrow.
We have researchers coming up from the lower 48, from other countries to do their research here because it's a very unique place. We're perfectly situated at a great latitude to do this research.
From this perfect site, Kaz showed the tour group where they launched the rockets from. With special permission and permits, they can send rockets hundreds of miles north into the tundra. And they have a 100% retrieval rate, so when locals are out flying, hunting, or hiking, they can retrieve the missing sections.
If they do find rocket parts, we do have a $1,200 per piece reward for large pieces.
Sometime between January and March, they set up a 3-week window to launch. Researchers stay in a concrete blockhouse covered with several feet of dirt all night in order to launch during perfect conditions.
So we sit at 10 minutes in holding, waiting for scientific conditions to appear or not appear, as the case may be.
Just like the movies, they give a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then they push a button for blast off. Valdez says you can feel the ground rumble when it happens.
You hear about it, you see it on TV, but to actually be out here and experience it, it's mind-boggling.
And ultimately, that research gets published into science journals and then gets expanded on by other researchers in the science community.
All of our science is done for the people around us, and we want them to be able to benefit from that.
The Poker Flats Research Range is giving tours every Thursday at 2 until August 20th. I'm Katie Luper, reporting.
At the Alaska Center for Natural Medicine, we provide naturopathy, primary care, massage, counseling, acupuncture, and chiropractic. Experience our personal care. The Alaska Center for Natural Medicine, helping you reach your full health potential.
Today was the annual Tired Iron Vintage Snow Machine Competition. The idea was generated in 2006 from local businessman Craig Compo.
The difference is we're not on the river anymore. With the ice conditions, it just wasn't safe. So Walmart was kind enough to let us use their parking lot. We had a huge crowd coming here, lots of kids.
The Jurassic Classic is a 7.5-mile loop for the old-timers. This year they had 15 vintage sleds racing right next to Fred Meyer's East.
Well, I'm up here from Kenai, Alaska, and we come up here, race a little bit, mix it up with some of the old boys, and show folks what things were like back in the day.
And families and fans came out to support the racers.
We made them for like Grandpa. He's racing in the snow machine race, and we are hoping he wins.
Later on, in the Walmart parking lot, volunteers organized the ping pong ball drop and moose turd bowling.
Well, they have all the kids get in a big circle, and then we drop the ping pong balls in there, and they pick up all the ping pong balls, and then the ping pong balls have numbers and indicators on them for prizes that they can win at this event.
The Fairbanks Fire Department's truck hovered over the anxious children and then showered them with 10,000 orange ping pong balls.
3, 2, 1, there you go. Here they come, they're coming back. Don't worry.
Reporting from the Tired Iron, I'm Katie Luper. Good evening and welcome to the Saturday edition of the Fairbanks Evening News. I'm Katie Luper, leading our news tonight. After several hours in a closed hearing, Kevin Pease, George Freeze, Marvin Roberts, and Eugene Vent will be officially released from custody after 18 years in prison. It was a part of a settlement agreement entered into by both parties that would ultimately throw out the four men's original murder convictions. The men have maintained their innocence in the 1997 murder of John Hartman, and as of this evening, they will walk out of Fairbanks Correctional Center free men. Cheers erupted in the courtroom after the judge spoke regarding the settlement. Welcome back. Ice carvers are chiseling out the final touches at Christmas in Ice next to the Santa Claus house in North Pole. A new amateur carving weekend will put picks and chisels in the hands of anyone who wants to try out the art form. A number of events, including single and multi-block carving competitions, draw local and international participants to the North Pole location. Festivities begin tomorrow and run through the end of the month. Volunteers are the driving force behind park upkeep and activities. Those interested in helping out can still contact event managers. Joe Cook is up next with sports, and he has the latest on UAF Nanoks and highlights from a local hockey tournament. Also, see who got play of the week. All that and more after the break. Stay tuned.